Hey YouTube, it's Jamie Nyson here with a review of Wrestlemania X717 whatever, with the cover of Austin and Rock. Houston, we have a problem. Special to this set, the Astrodome, April 1st, 2001. World Wrestling Federation presents. There's the side. Let me scoot up a little bit so it'll be in the light. You can see a little bit better now. Now let's check out the back. WrestleMania X7 got Rock and Austin. A record-breaking crowd of 67,925 was on hand for this historic night, which included TLC 2, a father-son war, and a championship match with an ending you won't believe. Featured matches, WWF Championship. Well, I'll go over those in a second. But it says check inside for complete match listing. It doesn't have it because I don't have the match listing insert. Extras, grudge histories, like 5 matches, like the extras that were like what lead up to the match, extended element or expanded to include elements from Sunday Night Heat, get front row access and superstar interviews. Let's check out these discs. There it is. Got this insert paper thing right here. Now I'm pretty sure this is not even the right one because Unforgiven 01 is in there. And there's WrestleMania 17. So maybe the person just threw it in there, but yeah. Let's get started. I'll start it out with the Sunday Night Heat match since that was included with it on the discs. And just a second. It was the X Factor, Just Incredible, and X-Pac with Albert versus Steve Blackman. Oh crap. And Grandmaster Sexay in a tag team match. It was like almost 3 minutes. It was not that good, but it was decent, I guess. Pretty good for an opener. Not really even an opener. That was just the Sunday Night Heat match. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Not the best, but it was still watchable. And X-Pac is one of my favorites of all time. But X-Pac ended up hitting Just Incredible, and X-Pac hit the X marks the spot finisher and got the pinfall. And then the first match of the real card, Chris Jericho versus William Regal for the Intercontinental Championship. And this match happened because William Regal was the commissioner, and he had been pretty much treating Jericho badly, putting him on handicap matches against the right to censor and stuff. And Chris Jericho peed in his cup or his teacup, and William Regal drank it, and they ended up having a match. And at about 7 minutes in, Chris Jericho picked up the pinfall, or he hit the line. Yeah, it was a pinfall. He hit the Lion Salt, and he normally doesn't really win with the Lion Salt that much anymore. He doesn't even wrestle right now, but only gets him with the Code Breaker or I don't even think he barely even does the Lion Salt anymore. But yeah. And then overall, I'm gonna give that a 7.5 out of 10. And then the next match was a 6-man tag match. The APA, Taz, and APA, Bradshaw and Farouk with Jacqueline versus the Right to Censor, the Good Father, not the Godfather, the Good Father, versus Val Venus and Bull Buchanan with Stevie Richards. And about 4 minutes into it, JBL hit the Good Father with the clothesline from hell and got the pinfall. It wasn't that good of a match. Don't really know why they were having a match, but yeah. Overall, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. And the next match was the Hardcore Championship match, Triple Threat Hardcore Championship match, and it was a really good match. And they went all around the arena. Started out with Raven coming down the ramp with a buggy full of weapons, and they ended up going around in the back, and Kane drove a golf cart and almost crushed Raven's leg. Big Show and him, well, they were just breaking stuff everywhere. And oh yeah, I forgot to say Chris Jericho retained the title. I don't know if I said that, and he was the champion, and Raven was the champion in this match. And they went all around. Raven got thrown through a glass window. They were just picking up stuff and breaking all kinds of stuff. And I was thinking in my head, I wonder if there's any arenas that said they weren't allowed to do like the hardcore matches and stuff because of how much a mess they make and how much stuff they break. Even though they could pay for it and have people clean it up, I wonder if any like the arenas turned them down to do the crazy hardcore, break stuff, get stuff everywhere and all that stuff. But at the end, they managed to go back out, and Big Show was about to choke slam Raven, or not wasn't choke slam, but he had him up like over his head, and he was about to throw him off the stage. And out of nowhere comes Kane with a big boot and knocks Big Show off the stage, and Raven falls, and like Big Show on like I think he landed on him, he might not have, but then Kane jumped down, got in there. The ref didn't even get inside. He was just like beating on this glass wall thing. It was just an awesome match in my opinion. I really loved the hardcore match stuff. And overall, I'm going to give this match a 9 out of 10. Not the best technical wrestling, but it's hardcore match. It's not going to be technical. And then the next match was Eddie Guerrero versus Test for the European Championship. Test was the champion, and Eddie Guerrero came out with Perry Saturn. And it was a decent match, I guess. Test isn't the best of wrestler, but Dean Malenko came out during the match, and like the ref was down, and Eddie Guerrero grabbed the belt and hit Test with it, and then threw it back, got the pinfall. Oh yeah, the hardcore match was like 9 minutes. This match was almost 9 minutes. And overall, after Eddie Guerrero did the cheating thing and whatnot, he's smiling and getting out of there. And I'm going to give this match overall a 6.5 out of 10. And then this is where it starts to pick up a lot. The Kurt Angle versus Christ Benoit. Someone named Christ Benoit. I don't even never heard of him, but he was a good wrestler. It was just an amazing match, back and forth technical match, and Kurt Angle ended up getting a roll up on Chris Benoit and pulling the tights and getting the win. Wasn't for any titles or anything, but it was just a great match. That was on the WrestleMania 20 DVD where they had like the top greatest matches of WrestleMania, the thing that Ric Flair hosted on Raw like a long time ago, and that match went for about 15 minutes. And the next match, China versus Ivory, it was less than 3 minutes. It was decent, I guess. Ivory came out the champ, and Ivory and China are two of my top 10 favorite diva wrestlers. And this match, I'm only gonna say how it happened when I know about it, how it happened, because some of these matches, like the Benoit and Kurt Angle, I don't really know how they happened. They just sort of been feuding since like WrestleMania 2000. And the hardcore match, don't really know why. I'm gonna talk about why I know what happened, but China and Ivory were fighting because Royal Rumble '01, China got hurt and like broke her neck or something, and yeah, and then Ivory was a champion for a little while. And China or Ivory came back and or was out on the in the ring with this fake China stand-up thing and broke its head off, and then China came out and beat her up, and then they ended up having a match at WrestleMania. And China ended up after a gorilla press drop, getting the 1-2-3 and becoming the Divas or Women's Championship. And then the next match was, well, China and Ivory, I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. The next match, Shane McMahon versus Mr. McMahon in a street fight with Mick Foley as a special guest referee. This was a phenomenal match. I'm a huge fan of Shane McMahon too. And Shane McMahon hit the coast to coast, busted through a table. Stephanie and Trish were fighting. Vince tried to hit Mick or whatever. Mick started fighting him back, whatever. And then Shane was about to get hit with a chair or something, and then because Vince put her in a chair and put her in the ring out for a wheelchair, she would have just sat there. And then Shane, after she stood up and looked at him, Shane was sort of like, "Turn around, she's behind you. Turn around." And he turned around and got a kick in the nuts. And I think that's what it ended by. Let me go check how it ended. I'm pretty sure that's how it ended after that. And he ended it with the coast to coast, after he hit the coast to coast and got the pinfall. And yeah, and overall 9.5 out of 10. And I don't think I rated Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle. I'm gonna give that 10 out of 10. Shane McMahon and Mr. McMahon, 9.5 out of 10. The next match, tables, ladders, and chairs. This is the first one of three that were on here. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that. There's China and Ivory, Undertaker, Chris Benoit, and Kurt Angle, and then some action from the TLC match. And there's only three on the back for some reason, and like all the old pay-per-views used to have them on the back, but there it is right there. TLC 2, Dudley Boys came out at Champions versus Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys, and this was just a freaking awesome match. And I'm pretty sure it's on Wrestlemania or the ladder match DVD. And if it's not on the first one, it's definitely on the second one. I know it's on one of them. And in this match, you had the OMG moment of the lifetime when not really lifetime, but the insane OMG moment when Jeff Hardy was hanging from the belts, and Edge hit a spear and speared Jeff Hardy, and there was 4 tables, and Bubba Ray and Matt Hardy Rhino pushed the ladder over, and Rhino came out and helped Edge and Christian. Jeff Hardy put him, and there was Spike Dudley came out and helped the Dudleys. Lita came out and sort of helped. Lita got speared by Edge and she hit her head on a ladder. I'm trying to think what else. What I was saying was Jeff Hardy put Spike Dudley and Rhino on a table, I think, and then he did a Swanton Bomb. I'm trying to think of anything else good. Oh yeah, Rhino pushed Matt Hardy and Bubba Ray Dudley off, and after that, Rhino helped Christian to get the belt, making him and Edge 2-0 in TLC think 2-0. Yeah, 2-0 TLC, 2-0 WrestleMania, and the tag team champions once again. In an awesome match. Overall, 10 out of 10. It went for about 16 minutes. And then the next match was the Gimmick Battle Royal. And it was good, pretty entertaining. Don't have the full list of people. I'm going to try to name off some. Iron Sheik, the Goonie, or the Goon, or whatever. Hillbilly Jim, Sergeant Slaughter, Jim Cornette, Brother Love, I think Nikolai Volkov, can't really think of any. Earthquake, Tugboat, I think the Duke the Dumpster Drozy, maybe even that Man Mountain Rock dude. It was a bunch of the gimmick people. 19-man gimmick battle royal. It was only like 3 minutes. People were going over the ropes left and right, left and right. It went by really fast. And, yeah, Iron Sheik ended up eliminating Hillbilly Jim. Overall, I'm going to give that 8 out of 10. It was quick, but very entertaining. And then the next match was another awesome match, not advertised on the back. But the second to last match, the 10th of 11 matches, Undertaker versus Triple H. And, yeah, in this match, oh wait, never mind, I found the, a list of the Gimmick Battle Royal people. Luke and Butch, the Bushwhackers, Doink the Clown, Nikolai Volkov, Tugboat, Goon, Earthquake, Gobbledygooker, Brother Love, Michael Hayes, One Man Gang, Kamala, Kimchi, Jim Cornette, Repo Man, Hillbilly Jim, Sergeant Slaughter, and Iron Sheik. But, yeah, the next match was just a phenomenal match again. This was just an awesome pay-per-view. And, this match happened because, Triple H has pretty much screwed, Undertaker or whatever, and he couldn't Stephanie got a restraining order on Undertaker because he tried to get her and to do a match with him, and then there was no restraining order, so on Kane, so he said, there's no restraining order on my brother, so he's gonna get her, and then he was holding her over this ledge and said he's gonna drop her unless I get a match with Triple H at WrestleMania, and then William Regal was like, okay, you got it, and I think Triple H was like that too, and then, this was, a no-holds-barred match, I think, and, Triple H came out with Motorhead. Taker came out on the motorcycle and revved it up really loud, and the ramp was really long, so he got to go really fast down the ramp and let it out instead of like how he has to pretty much just roll down the ramp at Raws and stuff. He went down really fast and then sort of slowed down and went around the ring. Just awesome entrances, and later on they went out the ring. They broke the Triple H got put through the Spanish announcer table. Then they, after Mike Chota got knocked out or whatever, they went around out in the crowd. Then they were on this scaffolding thing, and Triple H got choke slammed off, and then Undertaker did a elbow drop off the top, and then later on, they got back in the ring. Triple H tried to pin Undertaker after after Undertaker was trying to go for a last ride, but Triple H picked up a sledgehammer and hit him with it. And Undertaker ended up able to get a last ride on again. and pinned Triple H and making him 9-0 at WrestleMania. Now he's 21-0, so that gives you I guess, to see how old this is. In 12 years, he hasn't missed a WrestleMania since WrestleMania 16, so 17 to now, he's been at every WrestleMania. So yeah, overall, I'm going to give that match a 10 out of 10. It's a really good match, and historic match. And then the last match, well, let me see, just a second. The Undertaker match went for about 20 minutes, like 19 minutes. And then the last match was the final match, and it was announced in the beginning, no disqualification match for the WWF Championship, and then Jim Ross and JR was like, no disqualification. Who made this rule? And The Rock came out the champion. This match was another just history-making match. Just went back and forth, just like at 15. But during this match, Vince McMahon came out and handed Stone Cold a steel chair, and he hit The Rock with it, and he hit him with a couple of chair shots, and The Rock had fought him, and it was just crazy. And then pretty much Mr. McMahon helped Austin become the new WWF champion. He got The Rock with 16 consecutive chair shots, and yeah, and then he became the WWF champion after that, and it ended with that, with Vince McMahon and Stone Cold Steve Austin shaking hands and having a beer, and this set up for the invasion angle, I guess. Soon there would be a lot more WCW, WWE, ECW people, and this was right after, this is pretty much a celebration party of buying WCW, because there was a big group of like people in like this box office thing, and there was the WCW people like Chavo, Sean O'Hare, Stacy Keibler, Troy Wilson, all the big name WCW people that came over, and yeah, awesome show overall. I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10, just because the some of the earlier matches in the card weren't that good. They were good, but not good compared to the matches like the TLC match, the WWF Championship match, the Street Fight, Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit, and yeah, don't really have anything else to say. Don't really have any more statistics. The Rock match and Austin went for about 30 minutes. This is like Jim Ross is saying like, Austin made a deal with the devil. Austin made a deal with the devil. And the night Austin turned heel, became the heel champion, and yeah, I guess that's it for this. Yeah, got a couple more reviews to go. I just wanted to get this one out because I recently watched it, and it was just awesome. I recommend you to pick it up, but it is an expensive one, so don't overpay for it, but it's probably worth any price you pay. If you don't want to pay the price for the DVD, I would suggest getting the tape, or at least watching the match. I recommend the you need to go watch Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon, Edge and Christian versus the Dudley Boys versus the Hardy Boys, Triple H versus The Undertaker, and Stone Cold versus The Rock. It was just an awesome all-around show, very entertaining throughout the show, and yeah, pretty long review, but it's worth it for the #1 pay-per-view of all time. But yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Bye.